Now a first carry for Deontay Foreman, who was lost to the Achilles injury last year. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw, Watson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And this will be taken at the 13. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Titan football. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First down, Mariota. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. On 2nd down, Mariota again. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Matthews, the intended target. 3rd down here.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They just get the play off. Now Mariota. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Mariota now on 2nd down. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Mariota. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. 3 catches last week. He's got 3 in the first quarter here tonight. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 41. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
He gets this one to Bruce Ellington. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle 1st and 10 at the 20. Following the interception here, Mariota. And Davis with it left side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. A first down throw for Mariota. Flushed out right. Dumps it off to Lewis. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They run. This is Lewis. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. To throw is Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is in.
Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Here's Ellington. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. Now, a loose football. The ball comes out, but I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the toss, here's Foreman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Watson now to throw. Throw left side, complete. It's Fuller. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now a toss play. This is Foreman. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous. Here's
Here's Watson now on second down. And that's complete. It's Allington. A good pickup there of 20 yards. On first down, it's Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Watson hands this to Foreman. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So that one will be accepted. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. He just joined the double-digit party with that last pick. He now has 10 on the season.
And that takes a great amount of skill, study, a tad bit of luck. But bottom line, he's had a heck of a season.
After the interception, here's Watson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Now a second down throw for Mariota. And Matthews has it right side. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A Tennessee first down. That one Mariota to Matthews. Mariota on first down. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Taylor. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Second down, Mariota. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Titans on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Again, it's Mariota. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Mariota now from the 50. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Titans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To the air again, Mariota. He's going to air it out deep for Matthews. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw. Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 of enemy territory. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. They go play action here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. It was Kenny Vaccaro there to get a hand on that one.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Watson. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Well, that takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? From the gun, here's Watson. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And the Titans getting set to go. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Final play of the half here. Mariota. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the 1st half. 3-0 our score as the 2nd half gets under. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's going to be caught. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the 1st half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Back to the air. Watson on 2nd down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Come back, come back.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Watson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Rashawn Sims with the INT. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Mariota now on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applied it now.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Completes it to Davis. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now they'll run with Lewis. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go down at the 28. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They go play action. Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And the Texans say they have it. They do. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he coughed it up. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Wesley Woodyard there on the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Buying time, and time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Jurrell Casey in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? From the 50, it's Watson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Throwing is Mariota. He's got the first down inside the 10. He locates Walker, complete. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the...
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And now running right through it. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Back now in Houston.
Target. Set. Black 22. Black 22.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. They find some open field here. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. They run again with Foreman. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. Caught left side, Hopkins. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Watson now perfect since the second half started. 7-7. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Black 22. Black 22.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. 9 yards on the gain there, and it's going to bring up a tough 3rd and 7.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Watson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Second down, Mariota. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Mariota now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Again, it's Mariota. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. To the air again, Mariota. And Davis with it left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll throw again. Mariota. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Rashard Matthews, the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. Rashard Matthews, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This will be caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone
and they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Throwing, Mariota. Flushed out right. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Marcus Mariota with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Titans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Important extra point up and through. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes Bruce Ellington on the return. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll look to throw. And he'll find QT on the right side complete. A very solid gain of 27. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
Back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hopkins. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them in bounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll run with Foreman. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Black 22! Black 22!
They'll try and run for it with Miller. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow! Wow!
Extra point splits the uprights, so it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he's got some space here. The 30, past the 20. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The point after is good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the fourth quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for the Texans,